Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our admin who helped us with this translation. The translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story as anonymous? My name is Name Hidden, and I have never been one who believed in superstitions, muti, or dark magic. I have always been a modern woman, living my life by my own rules. So what happened was that it started last year. I was having some problems with my boyfriend, so I just wanted to be free. Last year, that was the first time that I downloaded this other app. This was after my friend had told me to download that app, so I downloaded Tinder just to have a bit of fun, to meet new people. But quickly when I joined it, I did not find anyone that I liked. So I then uninstalled and I said, let me just try to work on my crazy relationship. So I worked on my crazy relationship with my guy, but I saw that my guy, he was treating me not right because he knew that I was more than faithful to him. Finally, this year, that was when I thought that it was far much better that I reinstalled that app. That was when I saw that there were a lot of messages, especially from guys that were like really handsome. That is how I met Wu, not his real name. So he was Zulu speaking like me, and we instantly clicked. He was charming, sweet, and seemed like the kind of a guy that one could trust, especially since we shared the same cultural background. I had no problems with him. I was not looking for anything serious because for my baby daddy, I did not want to like break up with him. I still wanted him by my side, but at the same time, I wanted someone to relieve the stress that I'll be feeling whenever you won't be with me. So in short, what I wanted, I'm not a prostitute, but I was looking for a casual hookup. And after a few weeks of chatting, that was when we decided to meet in person. So then he told me that he wanted to come to my place, and I said, no, you cannot do that because I am staying with my parents. So he said, okay, is it fine if we can meet at a hotel? And he then picked me up, and that was when we went to that fancy hotel just outside of Pretoria. It was expensive, but he insisted on treating me nice, saying that he wanted our first time to be special. Everything seemed perfect. We had a few drinks, we laughed, and eventually we made our way to the room. The first round that we had, it was normal, like nothing unusual, and I enjoyed it, I don't want to lie. But then just before the second round, that was when he pulled out a towel. It was an old towel with the men of his class. To see him holding that kind of a rag that he had in his hand, it was old and it was smelling of herbs. This smelly towel, he placed it on my private parts. I thought that it was strange, but this guy, I saw that he was loaded with the car that he was driving, so I did not want to be like that weird crazy girlfriend. So I did not question it, and I just chose to trust him, to trust his money, since he had promised that he was going to buy me my ever first iPhone. So I said, just go with it, girl. What more can he do to you? Remember, at that time, I did not believe that demons, they even existed. So his explanation was that the reason as to why he had that towel, like he did not like to sleep with a woman before wiping that woman's private part. But in that hotel, we had clean towels, but he said that he just wanted to use that dirty towel anyway. As he was on top of me, I saw something. At first, I thought that it was my mind that was playing tricks on me. But no, this was real. I saw a snake, a huge snake. It was slithering right behind him. It was like something out of a horror movie, a nightmare. It was a cobra that was behind him. But this cobra, it was green in color. I tried to scream, but my voice would not even come out. That was when I felt that my spirit was being drained out of me. My spirit was leaving my body. I felt this coldness as if I had been thrown in the depth fridge. My body was freezing, and before I knew it, I could not even hear him properly. He was trying to tell me something, but all that I saw was the snake looking at me as if it was there with the intentions of making me to pass out, and I tried to fight it, but I passed out. The next thing, Brother Nashi, when I woke up, I thought that honestly this was a bad dream. So I woke up and I say, Spoo, where are you? And I thought that maybe he was still with me. When I woke up, it was the following day. I looked for my phone and I saw that there were a lot of missed calls from one of my friends. And then when I was busy going through my phone, all of a sudden, that was when I had a loud knock on the door. The hotel staff were knocking on the door for the checkout. And as for Spoo, he was gone. He vanished without a trace. He never gave me any money. He never gave me anything. I did not even have money. He had came to pick me up, and at the place where I was, I did not have the money to come back to town and return back to the location where I was staying with my parents. I cried so hard, so much. One of the guys did and bolt for me so that I can be taken back home. I was feeling weak and confused. My body, it was as if I had been involved in a boxing match. Like I was not swollen, but my muscles were aching. The staff helped me out of the room, and then when the bolt was done, I went back home and I tried to forget the whole thing. But I said that maybe this guy, this is what he does. He just sleeps with women and he promises them the whole world, and after he would have slept with you, then he will dump you. I was like, oh, there is no way this guy was going to buy an iPhone for me the first night. He just wanted me to give it to him, thinking that he was going to buy me an iPhone. And honestly, the way that I had given it to him throughout the night, I was a lady that was excited with the idea of him the next day going with me to an iStore and buying for me the first iPhone that I was ever going to own. So I really wanted to treat him nice, and I thought that maybe he was just a player. I said, anyway, I'll never do it again. So when I was heading back home, I cried, Brother Nash. I tried to search for him. I did not know that on Tinder, when someone has blocked you, you cannot see his profile anymore. I said, okay, let me just uninstall this thing, otherwise I'm going to meet other weirdos on that app. That was when I installed it. So after that, that was when I can say it is 3 months now. So every time when I get my period, it's like I am having a miscarriage. The first time, it reminded me of the time when I had like a real miscarriage. The pain that I was feeling, the pain is just too much, unbearable pain, sharper than anything that I had ever felt before. And as for the blood, it made me to think that maybe it is a miscarriage. But I said, but with my man, we have been using protection. So how could I have fallen pregnant for him? And I said, maybe he had been naughty to remove the protection when I was not looking or checking. So the blood, it was so dark, almost black, and it does not feel like a normal period. That was the first month. The following month, deliberately, I said I do not want to sleep with him because I was angry, thinking that he had impregnated me. So after that, the following month, that was when I had that same pain when I was to go on my periods, as if there was something that was inside of my womb that had died that wanted to come out. It was really painful, like I was in labor. And the third month, that was when I said, enough of this, let me go to the hospital. So I went to the doctors. I have gone to the doctors, but they say that there is nothing wrong with me physically. And one of the gyno even said that your womb is squeaky clean. That is what she said. They say that it is maybe stress or hormonal. And the doctor said that maybe it is because of stress or maybe hormonal imbalance. But I know that it all started after I met that man. So I really do not know what else am I supposed to do. So I have since consulted one Sangoma, and I have been told things that I do not want to believe. I am a Christian, and that was the first time to visit a healer. I need your help. Should I continue with the consultation? He has since told me that since that man used a towel on me that was smelling herbs, he might have used he might have used me in some kind of a ritual, and these are the effects. So I don't know. I want your listeners to assist me. Should I continue with this traditional healer who is saying that he can help me to clean my womb, to remove that thing that was left in my womb by that man that I met on Tinder? I want this pain to stop, please. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our admin who gave us this translation. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Just imagine, yo,